Well, hello, folks. Uh, Glad you could be with me today. It's been a while since I've been on. I've had uh, sound problems, camera problems, you name it, I've had it. But I think I might have it worked out. We'll see. And I was going to do a video on a rifle that I built, and I've tried 3 times since the last time I was on to do that rifle. And it's just like something is not meant for me to do that rifle yet. I don't know what it is, but something happens every time. Either the electric goes off and causes me to lose everything, or some kind of interference, or I forget to turn the mic on, forget to take the lens cover off. Something goes wrong every time I try to do that. So I thank the little good Lord for telling me I ain't supposed to do it right now. So I'm going to hold off on it, and I'm going to do another one. And this rifle that I'm going to do today, let me tell you about my brother-in-law. As you know, my brother-in-law was living with me for a good while he recuperated from having the amputation off. And about 3 weeks ago, he got him an apartment over in Mount Sterling, Kentucky, and we got him moved back in over there, and he's doing good. And I just want to throw that in on it. So just one of the many things that's been happening, but now I've caught you up on that. He's doing great. And he's had a few other problems, but nothing to do with his leg. And for example, I had to call ambulance for him the other day, yesterday, or the day before yesterday. He got a little congestive heart failure, and they had to take him in and take the fluid off of his chest. And but he got all right. They let him go home the same day because he didn't want to stay at the hospital. But little things like that's been happening. But everything, your prayers have been answered, and he's home now, doing good. And what made me think to tell you that all of a sudden, this rifle that I'm going to show you today, years ago, Larry, my brother-in-law, was out coon hunting with his dogs. And it was during the shakeout period, which means you're not allowed to shoot them with a rifle at that time. You can shake them out of the tree if you want to, but you're not allowed to kill them with a rifle or anything like that. I think shaking them out's all you do, and they get away, and it's just called the shakeout period, I think. But anyhow, he had a rifle with him, and it was this rifle right here. He didn't want to get caught with the rifle. He threw it in the creek. And it was about 2 or 3 foot of water. And a week or so later, he told me, he said, if you go with me, we'll look in the creek and see if we can find that rifle that I threw away. And if you can redo it, whatever, it's yours. He said, I'll take you and show you whereabouts I throwed it. If you go get it and can redo it, it's yours. Well, I went and got the rifle, and the creek had been up. And where he throwed it in, it was about 3 foot of water. Where we found it out, I think was about 100 yards downstream in a ripple. And it had washed this rifle down through there, and it had gouges 1/4 of an inch deep where it hit rocks going pretty fast in the water and so forth. And I took the rifle apart, and to get the marks out of it that was deep, I wrapped it in a wet towel, just sopping wet. And I heated my oven up to about 350 or 75 degrees, and wrapped the stock in that towel that was saturated with water and put it in an oven that was 350 degrees. Now what happened is that towel got hot with that water, and it started steaming, and that will draw the indentions of the wood that's made by rocks and stuff out to where it's a little bit of sand, and then you can get it. You not even be able to see them. Uh, and some ways, if it's just small dents on the side of the rifle, you can lay a wet wash rag on it and iron it with the iron, hot iron, and then take them out that way. But I had dents all over this, and it looked terrible, really did. The barrel was rusty, and I got all them dents out, and now if you look at it, it looks like a brand new stock. I always take it the wrong way, but you can see it's shiny, and there's not a dent in it nowhere. Beautiful stock, and that shows what you can do with a little water and steam, and then sanded it off, and I re-blued with the dark bluing, not blue, but it's a kind of a brown, and you can throw this in a pail of water now and leave it, and it won't rust for no reason, shape, or form. But it's a 22 long rifle. It's an old Revelation, it's a Remington sold by Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I drug that out of the water back in somewhere along the 74, 75, somewhere along in there. And redid that stock and redid the barrel. And it had rust in the barrel where it was in the water so long. And it'll make one hole just keep getting bigger if you shoot a target with 22 long rifle. And up to, say, 25, 30 yards, it just keep making the hole bigger. And in fact, you got to start aiming at the side, or it just keep putting them in the hole and ain't hitting no paper, and you can't tell, except if you didn't know better, you even hitting the target because it keep going in the center of the target. So I have to shoot at the edge of the holes to keep making it bigger. But it's a 22 long rifle. It's in perfect shape, and for a long time I was telling people I found it. I couldn't remember exactly how I found it. It was so long ago, and I asked Larry about it one day because I had a suspicion it was probably his gun because he used to have one of them. And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I told you about it and took you out there where I threw it away. We couldn't find it in the whole water. Started working downstream, found it on the ripple." And so it's a old Revelation, and it's best squirrel gun, groundhog gun in the world. You can hit them all day long with it at 100 yards, and because this scope is right on. And I just thought y'all might want to see that, and I'll put this on the side. I think I got another one here to show you. We put this one down here. Now this one here is what I think is the most underrated gun that's made. It's a Savage. I've been shooting Savages for years. And this one's got a synthetic stock on it, 21-inch barrel, and it's a 243. And the reloads that I'm shooting in this one are on my chronograph. They're averaging about 3,900 feet per second. Some of them will go 4, some of them go about 3,975, but I just say 3,900 because it gets that at least every time. And It's a fine little weapon. Uh, Use it for deer, one shot, shoot them right behind the ear. Of course, if you got them zeroed in it right, you can shoot them wherever you want, pinpoint the shot, and take them down in one shot, and they don't even know what closed the light out on them. But this is a elite Bushnell scope. It's got 1/8 of a minute angle on it, and more accurate than a 1/4 minute angle, and fine scope, guaranteed for life. And of course, I know a lot of you have seen Savage 243s, and if you've got one, you like it. I don't know of anybody that didn't. I'm sure there's people out there that don't like them, but there's people out there that don't like Remingtons or Winchesters, and there's people out there that don't even like a Weatherby or a Seiko. It's everybody's choice. But I think I paid when I bought this one $300 and some for it, and it is one accurate little gun. 100 yards, you can make just one hole bigger and bigger, and with a bullet that's only 43 caliber or a 24 caliber, just a tad bigger than a 22. That's remarkable shooting. Just keeps getting bigger, the hole does. And if you're a shooter, you'll never miss a shot with it. Of course, I use reloads. I don't use factory loads. And I reload to shoot close to 4,000 foot per second. Don't need to go over that. Actually, I should back this one off on my next bunch to where they're about 3,800 foot per second, because it saved me powder. And 3,800 is very good speed to shoot at, very accurate. But that's another one of my guns. I can probably show you a different gun every week, and go several weeks and I'd see the same gun. So just wanted to show you. Got one of the smoothest actions. It don't make no noise when you close it. And fine little weapon. But the most underrated gun in America today is the Savage. And I've never had a problem with any Savage. This is an accurized gun by me. It's accurate to start with, and a few little tips I do to make them a little bit more accurate, but really don't need to be done. It's just my preference. And so I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. Not a whole lot more you can say. It's just a good weapon. And that lets you see two at one time. And so if you can, try to make somebody laugh. Cameraman Ron used to say that all the time before he died. And not trying to copy him or anything. I think it's just something that everybody should think about. Try to make somebody laugh if you can. Because if you do, you never know. It might just change the world. Y'all have a good night. God bless you, and He will if you let Him. And I'll see you on the next one.